Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers to August 2025 general monthly reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who like and share my videos, because that helps my whole channel to circulate to more and more individuals who are in need of this information just like you. Okay, Sag, I'm going to adjust my camera really quick here so my head is not being cut off so bad. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's better. All right, so let's take a look really quick at the transits. But before I do that, today is July 30th, 2025, when I'm recording. So the full moon is going to be on the 9th or 10th, depending upon where you are living in the world. It's going to be in Aquarius, 16 degrees, 60 minutes. The new moon is going to be on the 22nd or 23rd, again, depending upon where you live. And it will be in Virgo, 0 degrees, 23 minutes. We also have Mercury is in Leo, and it will stay in Leo all month long. However, it is retrograde right now. It will go direct on the 11th. And sometime this month, and I apologize, I don't remember the exact dates or time of the month, but sometime this month, transiting Mercury, Leo Mercury, is going to be opposing close degree to transiting Pluto in Aquarius. So that's a big deal. We have Mars. It's currently in Virgo, but will be transitioning into Libra on the 7th of August. And then from the 7th through the 18th, it's going to be in close, just a minute. Oh, I just spaced off. I am so sorry. I blanked out. Okay, so let me start over. So Mars, when it's in Libra, the 7th through the 18th, it's going to be in close opposition to transiting Saturn, which is in Aries, at 1 degree. Saturn is also retrograde this month, so by the end of the month, it will be 0 degrees. And the second planet that it will be opposing, Mars will be opposing, is going to be Neptune in Aries. And it is also retrograde, and it will stay at 1 degree all month long. And as I said, Pluto is in Aquarius. It is also retrograde, and it begins the month at 2 degrees, and then by the end of the month, it'll be 1 degree. Okay, and I believe, we have Chiron is still in Aries. It will stay at 27 degrees all month long. And North Node is in Pisces, and it will remain at 20 degrees all month long. Okay, Sagittarius, let's get to your reading. So before I pull the cards, I'm just going to check and see if there are any specific messages, individual messages, and or collective messages that want to come through here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. Okay, I'm seeing a red balloon floating up in the air. It's just a picture in my head. Not sure what that means. Red balloon floating in the air. Red has to do with root chakra. Balloon, it was rising. Okay, then I just got the words, something's rising to the surface. Rising to the surface of your life. Again, this could be a specific message for someone or a collective message. I'm not sure, but whoever's listening, you viewers and subscribers will know if that's for you, either one of those messages. Anything else about this red balloon? I just got flying high. You're going to be flying high this month. And with having to do with some type of news possibly that you will be receiving, because I got the word news. Okay. Something's in the air. What's in the air? Oh, okay. Something's up in the air. So maybe you come into this month, I'm getting, this is not necessarily for all of you. It could be, but you will decide when the beginning of, and it could be now through the first half of this month or first week of this month, that something, you're coming into the month with something being up in the air. You're not knowing either which way to go or what's going to happen. So something is unknown for you, Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see if we can get some more details on maybe what that might be. Or the card that I'm going to be pulling, this one apparently, is going to be your main focus. This is going to be the main focus, whatever this card is about, and then everything, the rest of the reading will somehow be focused or uncovering what about this main card. So let's see what the main card is. Joy. Look at that. 27 breaks down into a 9. All right. So whatever I have said up to for this card, everything I've said so far is going to be all about joy. Your focus this month has everything to do with joy, your happiness, your ability to have fun and enjoy yourself this month. Bring joy into the lives of others or another. Okay. Just general enjoyment. Whatever you love, because I was drawn to that heart. And this card is from my Language of Light deck, so it does have light codes. So if any of you are drawn to kind of take a look at it to see if you have any specific messages coming in for you specifically, you certainly may do so. You can pause the video if you like. And also this can assist in opening up the energy, the frequency of joy within you for this month as well. Okay. All right. Okay, so being drawn to take, this deck is my Moonology manifestation deck. Wow. Okay, so let's see what types of joy you will be manifesting for yourself this month. Sagittarius. Whoa. Okay, this is the card, the full moon in Pisces with forgive. Forgive and forget, I just got. The words came in. And so you could have Pisces in your chart, or this could be having to do with another person who is a Pisces or has strong Pisces in their natal wheel. And this Pisces person, if this is something where you had a past altercation or a misunderstanding, an argument I'm getting to for some of you, first of all, if you have strong Sagittarius in your chart, like many planets or several planets, and this other person has strong Pisces, or even one one or a few planets strong, that's a square. So Pisces and Sagittarius, that's a hard aspect, square. So the more planets you as a Sagittarian have, and if this is a message for you who is dealing with or has in the past recently dealt with a Pisces, and they have, the more planets they have in Pisces as well, the harder this square aspect, the more difficult it's going to be between the two of you. So whatever, and so I'm not surprised that you could have a disagreement, and I'm getting this as a past disagreement in the recent past, or even within the last 6 months. I'm getting 1 to 2 months to 6 months. And for some of you, it could be an altercation that hasn't happened yet, that might happen with a Pisces. You also might have Pisces in your chart, and so you're noticing a few of you. I'm getting most of you, it's with an actual person, another person, but a few of you, I'm getting the possibility of just an inner conflict within yourself because of your Pisces planet or planets, along with your Sagittarius, that is creating or has recently created, because you could have a transit, because transiting Saturn when it was in Pisces, and it's going to go back into Pisces for a short time, the rest, I believe in September through January, late January or February, because Neptune and Saturn are both, because they're retrograde, they're going to retrograde back into Pisces again. And one of them goes direct back into Aries January, and then the second one goes back into Aries next February 2026. So you could be experiencing more of that as well. I'm also getting for that future, if this is true for you, that with this other person, you could be having, coming back around, this person coming back around, or you coming back around to this person to take care of this situation, because it had everything to do with transits. Again, Saturn and Neptune transiting both of you, a hard aspect. So, and it could be sometime in August or anytime now through the end of the year, before it goes back into, so when it goes, before it goes, re-enters back into Aries again. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, send me an email comment, and I will tell more details on that. Okay, so because that's all about forgive. Time to clear that up. If there, whatever altercation, if that is right for you, it's not going to be for all of you. Okay, another card is New Moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Trust that all will be well, Sagittarius. And here Virgo squares anything you have in Sagittarius the other way. So you could also be or have had a past altercation or interaction with a Virgo. So, and that would give the same results as the Pisces. So, but it's all about forgiving, and so that you can be joyful. And maybe for some of you that this pertains to, you won't be able to be truly joyful until you clear this up. To clear this up, if it has to do with another person. And for some of you, I'm getting it's just internal, because you could have Pisces or Virgo in your chart, and so it's an internal thing that you have cleared up, or you will be finishing that up so that you can experience joy this month of August. Okay. The next one is the full moon in Aquarius. Be real. Be real with yourself is what I got instantly there. And this is all about when you're real with yourself, you create joy. And again, maybe that's what some of you, that's what you're finally able to start doing for yourself, is facing some things about yourself or about another situation with another person or others that enables you to face the truth so that you can move on, so that you can change that into joy, whatever disturbance. I'm just getting like a disturbance, an energetic disturbance, a frequency disturbance within you, or that has created a frequency disturbance within you. And in order to be able to fully experience this joy this month, that you've got to get real about something, face the truth about something. And even just trust that all will be well. I'm getting to another message with trust that all will be well is just allowing yourself to let go of whatever you've been fixated on as far as something not working out, or being stressed about and fearful about something not working out the way that you picture it, or whatever that means to you, however that means to you, and trust that all will be well, and just let that go and enjoy yourself this month. Allow yourself to experience joy. Regardless of your circumstances, take some time out so that you can relax and enjoy life a bit. Even if it's for a short time, even if it's for a day or an hour or 10 minutes a day. It's going to be different for all of you because you all have different circumstances. Okay, the last card is full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. And I instantly got Sagittarius. Take some time out to figure out what right now, this month, what can you do that will bring you joy, that will enable you to have some happiness. Is it coffee outside on the deck in the morning, watching a sunset, watching a sunrise, being with your favorite person and just spending some quiet time together? Whatever it is, make the time this month to get your needs met, or whatever that is that you haven't had a chance to do lately that is important to you. Again, that brings you joy, that brings you back into balance and happy and what's the other word that's coming? Fulfilled. Doesn't have to be big. It can be something big if you want a trip. I'm getting you might want to take a trip, a weekend trip, or just, again, it can be big or small, whatever. It's going to be different for each one of you. Oh, I got someone, this is a specific message. This is not going to be all of you, but that with this Capricorn again card, I got you, and it could be a Capricorn that actually comes to you and verbally says, you need to take a reality check. I just saw that in my head, somebody coming to you and confronting you, or in some way assisting you to face yourself, to face reality, or see the truth of something where you have a blind spot or where you have been unwilling to, again, be real and face yourself. Both of these cards. Oh, and I just got two, so that you can forgive yourself. Someone needs to forgive themselves for something. You've been way too hard on yourself. That's another separate message for someone. Okay. Okay, let's take from, now this deck is my Oracle of the Radiant Sun deck, astrology deck actually. So let's see what Sagittarius, what they need to know from this deck. That one wants to come out partially, so something's in the works there. Whoa, okay. Okay, so this one first, and the way it, since it didn't all the way come out to me, it's saying that you're in the process of something. You haven't decided something, or let's see what the, okay, it's originality. It has to do, it's number 11, which is the 11th house, has to do with community. It has to do with your groups. It has to do with humanity. Invention too, an idea. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So what I'm getting is you have an idea, or you're going to have an idea sometime this month, Sagittarius, and you're not sure. And again, this could be something that you're in the midst of right now, or you haven't thought of yet. But because this card didn't come all the way out, it gives me the sense that this is something you are mulling over. You have an idea and you're not sure whether you should share it out into the world with humanity, whether it's a good idea or a good enough idea of going to be of interest to anyone, because it's something that you're debating on whether you should bring this out into the world. You should share it with a group, or some of your, it could be a group of some of your friends or your family, or it could be an actual group in your community. I'm also getting someone is having a desire to start a specific group, but still in the preparation stages or the deciding stage on either how to go about it or if they should do it, if it's a good enough idea, if it will take off, is what I'm getting. And this could also be in business for someone. So I'm getting you're kind of in the stage of, you're just kind of sitting on it and kind of just allowing yourself to take some time to let it, okay, percolate. I just saw a coffee pot, and the old, especially the older coffee pots, they would percolate. And so that word came in. So yeah, you're letting that just kind of mulling it over and seeing, just going slow with it before you put it out there to anyone. And that's perfectly all right. Number 11, you could be seeing, that could be a sign or synchronicity, 11 or 11 this month, around this specific idea that you might have. Okay, I just got someone's idea. This is another separate message. Someone's idea is going to take flight. I was drawn to, there's a bird here, and it's going to take off. So this is something that I feel that you have just recently put out there within the last 6 months, this year, sometime this year, 2025, and you're going to see it take off this month. or something about your business is going to take off this month. Okay. And then we have submission. It is number 12, and it's also talking about the 12th house, which has to do with the 12th house, has to do with incarceration. It has to do with the subconscious. So something being unknown to you, submissive. Submissive is also means that you've been, you could have been, keeping something quiet again. Your original idea, you haven't been letting anybody know about it. You've been keeping it under the radar. Also, another message about submissive that I'm getting is you've been actually, literally, some of you or someone has been physically submissive to someone else. And you've, just a minute here. And maybe you're just really realizing how submissive you've been this month. That's one message. Another one is you are aware of that, and you've been doing that on purpose. I just got on purpose, with good reason, And then I'm just getting, you're going to be coming out of the closet this month, whatever that means. Maybe speaking up, speaking out about whatever you've been, because this is a general reading, but let me see if I can get any more details about this specific submissive, why you've been being submissive, and you're going to come out. Anything more with that? You can't hold your tongue any longer is what I just got. You can't. You have been holding your tongue. You've been just biting your tongue, literally, not speaking. And now you can't not speak out any longer. And that's very specific for someone too. And that might come as a tremendous surprise or shock to the other person. And I'm getting, for some of you, you could even shock yourself, because you're not going to realize that it's going to burst out almost without your consent, without you realizing. It's just going to automatically come out. And that kind of makes sense, because Sagittarius, that is what happens or can happen with you verbally anyway, is it just you and Aries. And I do understand that because I have an Aries ascendant, so we can just blurt things out. And Sag, you can just kind of vomit things out. They just come out black without any filter on them, Sagittarius. And that might be what happens for some of you before you have the chance to refrain from doing so. So it might be quite unexpected, and that actually does make sense to me with Mars being in Leo. Not Mars, excuse me, it's not Mars in Leo. It is Mercury in Leo. Mercury is the planet of messages and communication. So, and in Leo, so you're going to be more verbal than ever, Sagittarius, because that's trine, which is you're another fire sign. And so, and for some of you, this could have already happened, because like I said, Mercury is still in Leo, and it's going to remain in Leo all this month. So, and it's been in, so this could have already happened sometime in July, because Mercury has been in Leo, and I can't remember. But anyway, you will know if that's true for you. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here then. Let me see what else we're going. So let's get one other deck before I close the reading, Sagittarius. So this deck is my soul, it's called Soul Helper Oracle deck. Okay. So let's see, one last card or cards from this deck for Sagittarius before I end the reading. Whoa, okay. Yeah, we've got two cards. Okay, so we have, oh, all right, we have the actual, this card, success and happiness, look at this, are coming. Enjoy and celebrate life. So look at that. So you've been working hard with something, and there's going to be reason for you to celebrate for some reason, some way, shape, or form, something in your life, or some area in your life, or just in general. Joy and happiness, success and happiness. Wow. Celebrate. Again, there's your main card. And it's just reconfirming or reaffirming, this card is, that yes, joy is coming this month. Oh, I just got that somebody's name. Someone you know, or it could be your name, Joy. You could literally, I'm getting someone's name is Joy, and they're coming to visit you. This could be even your mother's name could be Joy, your grandmother, or a friend that you haven't seen in a while. I'm also getting something about a school reunion and seeing your friend or someone you know, and her name is Joy. Okay. That's definitely not for all of you, of course. You are caught up in drama. Act to free yourself, change, and blossom again. Well, strongly I'm getting for most of you, this is what you've been working through. Some type of drama, and then that would go back to this forgive card when I was talking, this Pisces forgive card when I was talking about this altercation or whatever this is, and or it could be a Pisces or a Virgo. So that's one strong message. And just if it's not a specific person, it's just you've been caught up in, okay, I got an office drama. You've been caught up in an office drama at work. And you have been working on, or you are working on, or you're going to work on to free yourself from this type of drama this month. I'm getting that someone's going to change jobs. You're going to switch jobs because of this drama, because you've had it, and there's an open door. You have an open door or a new opportunity for another job, and so you take it. That's very specific. Could even be at a literal I'm drawn to these jellyfish, and what I'm getting is an aquarium, or like that you could switch jobs to, some type of job that, how do I explain that? I'm seeing, when you can go visit different places where they have aquariums, big aquariums with a lot of different exotic fish. They could have dolphins, even, whales, where you can go underground, you can actually see them through the glass. That's what I'm picturing, that someone is switching jobs to that type of job. Okay. And that's number 40. Oh, this was number 36, breaks down into a 9. Okay. Well, Sagittarius, I hope this was helpful. And I want to thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. Until next time, bye.